The biggest drama queen would be Angus, without a shadow of a doubt.
But Andy.
We get to set. Where's my flat white? Let's get that flat white. Come on, Andy. Come on, Andy. Let's go and get a flat white. I don't want a flat white.
You have made out like I get to set and I grab the nearest assistant and make them get me a flat white.
Where is my
coffee?
No, never like that. No, more like pulling me.
Can I just say this? If this reaction from Andy is the biggest example of Andy being a drama queen, he catastrophizes everything. Everything is the end of the world, and everything is a drama. So it's Andy. I will have nothing.
It's just not true.
Ooh, look at me, Mr. Cool. I did love hearts around your name. Don't see any love hearts around my name.
Why would you get love hearts?
Because you're Andy.
Well, I can pretty much say that both of us, are most likely to do weird things in public. I don't know what you mean by weird things in public. That sounds quite risque. I don't know if I don't know if we're on the same level. Weird things in public. I mean, I'm
a pretty reserved bloke, I think.
You're a reserved bloke?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm quite I'm a professional.
But you're a real introvert. You don't like being seen by anyone, do you?
I hate the attention.
Yeah.
I have to wear sunglasses indoors, like a celeb.
Yeah. I don't think that constitutes as you getting attention, but yeah, both of us is the answer to that.
No.
Super nerd and proud of it. Mate.
I'm too dyslexic to read every book in the library. I'd get lost. I'd start reading the Bible and then realise I'm reading like Harry Potter midway through.
Yeah, I certainly when I was younger, I was always in the library. Loved it.
I like biographies. I'd read the biography section.
I'd like an autobiography. I don't really like biographies because they're not written by themselves.
Oh yeah, sorry, autobiography. I would read the autobiography of every football manager in the Premier League, and then I'd be like, God, I'm so cultured. I tell you what, though, about reading every book in the library. So I read Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows when we got cast in it, and I kept on. Like I said, I'm dyslexic, so I'm always like getting frustrated that it's taking me so long to read things. And I kept on turning to my partner and being like, I'm reading this so quickly. This is great.
Yeah, I got through it quickly. But then there was also that side of like, where's Mikhael and Dubrov? Like, let's find more of them. And then the bonus edition of those of Shadow and Bone certainly helped a big deal with Mal's diaries in the back. I think what
Andy's saying is Mal says, this is what happened to Mikhael and Dubrov, and he closed the book, and it just
right. That's it. Let's go to work. No, that's not what happened. I really enjoyed it. But those diaries in the back were quite handy for they're right at the back, so you'd have to read all of the first novel.
Oh, you did. You just went right to the back.
Yeah. No, they were really helpful actually to see a journey, because we obviously at that point we didn't know what the scripts would be, so we only had our audition scenes. So having those that journey for Mal was really important to see where we would be going and whether we might be used in those things to kind of help create character. Really, I know Angus had a diary that he created for Mikhael, as he's mentioned kind of from the past. And I kind of mapped out a journey on the map, like printed off a version of the Ravkan map and kind of mapped it out just so we could figure out what was going on and stuff like that. So yeah.
I forget Andy's every year, and it's on Christmas Day.
Couldn't believe that.
Well, to be fair, someone else pretty famous was born that day, mate. So I think you've got to get over it.
I think I've heard that excuse more than one time in my life.
Twice from me.
Yeah. By sheer luck, Angus, you wouldn't make it past. You wouldn't make it getting onto the skiff.
I would. I think, honestly, I was watching that bit and I was like, I'd be all right here. In fact, the whole program, I was watching it and I was thinking, I'll just go to the basement.
That is a good point. That is a good point. You just got to get inside the skiff, and you'd probably be all right.
Kaz wasn't stressing much when they were in the basement.
That's true.
No,
but then the point is, you need people on the top of the deck to keep away the vault crew so that the squalors can still
debate. Yeah.
No, not bait. Not everyone.
Are you saying we keep Alexei round just so he's at the top of the skiff?
No, we need someone to actually push the sails to get it through the fog, or else we can't get through the fog.
Well, we'd have Zoya.
Yeah, but how you need to protect Zoya?
Yeah, and then that's what Alina's there for.
Well, if everyone, there was no question of like who's actually on the skiff.
Wait, I've got a question. Are we on the skiff surviving the shadow fold, or are we on foot? Because that's another thing.
That's good.
This was a thing. Reading and watching it, I was thinking, you're better off on foot because like they're attracted to lights. So on foot, big cloak on, just like shuffling about. I'm a rock, basically.
We have done that in the past.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those costumes we had for the permafrost, although I like the Volcra are pretty much blind, aren't they? Apart from that's why they can only see light.
Yeah. I think you're also a winner there. I think if we travelled across the fold rather than the permafrost, Mikhael and Dubrov would still be alive. If it was just us, if Andy and Angus, then Andy would make it and Angus would not.
We would get.
Because I basically I'd slap you on the back and go, hey, right, let's go on. And
do you know what I do?
Separate directions, and you wouldn't realise that I'd put a big old flashing light.
I was going to say exactly the same thing. I'd put a bike light on your belt, and then be like, you go that way, and I'll go this.
Yeah. So we'd probably both actually be dead.
Really? Yeah. I haven't got much of it.
Yeah, green. I had a bad experience in lockdown. I tried to dye my hair blonder because I had nothing else to do, and it did not work out how I planned. And that's putting it lightly. If you think more Scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz, that corn yellow, then that's what it was for a good. Well, for far too long until I dyed it more. So
I think I would look a bit too much like a Christmas cracker if I dyed my hair green. Because
Christmas cracker. I think you'd look like it. No, you'd look like a Brussels sprout with that.
If I grew out my beard and had a big ginger beard and green hair, I'd look like some kind of.
You look like Grinch.
Yeah, and you're a mean one.
Yeah,
Mr. Angus.
Lose the tickets. Yeah, lose the tickets. I actually have a filing system at home, whereas quite clearly from Angus having HMRC letters out in the open, I think it's quite clear that I would take very good care of my lottery tickets.
I have a pack of letters on my desk that I've just not opened. I think most of them are bank statements.
That makes me genuinely quite nauseous thinking about that.
I've got two for my theatre company. I've got 2 new bank cards somewhere in that pile of letters.
I also know that you've been fined for picking me up from the station, so you should probably look through those letters.
that's a good point, actually. Yeah, I like to think like work. I have work all really organized, and then everything else in my fridge is horrible right now. Like I've got this thing about salad bags, right, and spinach bags. They give you what, like 2 hours to eat salad bags and spinach bags, and then they're just like, oh, you want this much salad, and if you don't eat in 2 hours, we're just going to melt. That was a sidebar, but still.
Absolutely no comment for that ridiculous sidebar. Ooh.
Can Andy's partner be there?
Yeah, Ellie is.
Yeah, does Andy's partner count as? And I'm going to say Andy because I want to try some belly cooking.
Yeah, but I mean, I know how to cook a steak well, not well done.
That's all I need, mate.
But like, yeah, there's some stuff I can do. A bit of duck, a bit of steak. It's all meat based though.
I can do chicken, rice, and vegetables.
Yeah, that is true. So every day, here's a fun fact. Every day on set, when they would come and they would ask what we wanted for lunch, and they already knew Angus's order because it was the same every single day. Jasmine rice, chicken, and broccoli. Well, broccoli, that was it. That was it for months.
My favourite.
Whereas I enjoyed the teriyaki beef on occasion, or
I can't do it. Like I'm a creature of habit. That's why I'm so excited. I was saying earlier, Atlanta's gone to go make her album. I no longer have to think about meals. I can go back to my cleanest routine of chicken, rice, and vegetables for every meal.
The fact that you don't get bored of that is what really worries me.
What's to get
Have
bored
some
of it?
diversity.
Honestly, what is to get bored of it? It's so good. If anything, I get bored of the choice.
The choice of chicken, rice, and peas.
No, I mean like when Atlanta's here, we're like, oh, what should we have for dinner? And I'll suggest something. She'll be like, oh, we had that 3 nights ago. 3 nights ago. It was 3. I have chicken, rice, and vegetables for every lunch.
I can speak for myself on this, but there is a way of having more than one type of meal in a week. Like you could go a month without eating the same meal, and it would still taste good.
Is that like Deliveroo, Uber Eats? Basically, I'm lazy.
Well, that has been abundantly clear from the beginning.